Live from the Local 4 News Studios, this is Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.
Good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday morning. I'm Richard Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikomoni. Thanks for watching Fox 18 News at 7. An arrest have been made in connection with Monday night's drive-by shooting in Moline. Investigators are now saying that it could have been retaliation to an incident last year. That's development is this top story.
Police picked up 23-year-old Terrell Jenkins in Davenport yesterday afternoon. He's being charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery with a firearm. The shooting happened near 25th Street and 6th Avenue. We were first on the scene when police responded just after 9:30. Now, Moline police say the investigation is still in its early stages, but they do think Jenkins shot at the victims because he believed that they were involved in the murder of Corey Harrell Jr. That shooting happened last Halloween in downtown Moline. Harrell's father spoke with us earlier this week about his son's death. Now, a 19-year-old is in critical condition from what is believed to be a revenge shooting.
Just talked to his mother a little while ago. She said his condition's improved slightly today, but he's far from being out of the woods. He's still in a medically induced coma and on life support. 9 gunshots, screams for help. I went out there to go help him, but I didn't know where the shooter was at, so it was kind of like a hesitant sort of assistance,
Another 19-year-old was treated for a gunshot wound and released. Both Monday night shooting as well as Harrell's death are still under investigation.
A Rock Island woman is telling us her story after shots rang out in her neighborhood. That happened yesterday afternoon. Officers got called out to 15th Street around 3 o'clock. They say several shots were fired and found shell casings in an alley. We spoke with one neighbor who came home to find out the incident happened right in their backyard. She says she's lived in the neighborhood for 12 years and has seen gun crimes increase in the last couple of years.
I wish that everything would just go back to normal around here. No more fighting. People fight all the time, arguing. People drive by, you don't know who's got a gun, who ain't got a gun.
No word yet if anyone was shot.
There's another vacancy at Moline City Hall. That's after the Economic Development Director resigned yesterday. Ray Forsyth has held that position for 14 years. He's leaving to be the city administrator for Washington, Illinois. That's as Moline looks for its own city administrator and a police chief.
Mayor Stephanie Acree tells us they won't start looking for a new Economic Development Director until they hire an administrator. They're hoping to announce that pick this Friday, and the previous administrator resigned in January while the city was looking at finalists for a new police chief. The resignation puts that search on hold because the city administrator usually oversees the hire. The city council vote next Tuesday, and if they approve the candidate, the city will wrap up their search for their police chief.
Instead of doing the call for all candidates, we went after candidates that we were interested in that met what we thought had the right skill set for our position. We would like to have that position stable so we can rebuild the team.
Economic Development Director Ray Forsyth says he wasn't ready to do an interview with us, but Acree says he's been interested in becoming a city administrator for a while now.
Transforming lives in Clinton County for more than 3 decades hasn't come without its challenges. Victory Center Ministries wound up with high utility bills from this past winter.
Managers are trying to raise $18,000 to cover the cost for heating and electricity. They're up to about $14,000 right now, but they're behind on some of the bills. Fox 18's Sean Logging tells us why they need to keep the lights running.
This place is full of love. I mean, I found family here.
Martise Coleman has found a place to call home.
It was only supposed to have been for a day, and it turns out that this is a program, and so now here I am, 6 months, 7 months in.
On the range, yes.
Coleman says he's fortunate to have been at the center during this past winter's worst.
When we have a place like this, it's, and they're like, welcome, and come on in, and depending on the person, it's like, thank you.
While the buds of warmth can now be seen, the frigid cold will be in the memory of those who work at the Victory Center Ministries for a long time to come.
Try to keep up with the bills was almost impossible.
Founder and executive director Reverend Ray Jimenez says this has been the worst winter he's experienced in the more than 30 years of operating Victory Center. For staff, it's more than just keeping people comfortable, but safe.
when the temperatures go way down, you have to crank the heat up because we have babies and the temperatures have to be warm enough to keep them warm in the middle of the night.
That's led to a massive expense, and why the center is trying to raise $18,000 in order to stay on top of the utility bills they have to pay right now. But they have a good start.
I am thanking God for people that come out of the woodwork, recognizing the emergency that we have.
For Coleman, that support means everything because of how far he's been able to come and that there remains a need for Victory's warm beds.
Go on about my life, really, so I can get on my own 2 feet.
Sean Logan, Fox 18 News.
We set up a link to the fundraiser, and you can find that on our website, ourquadcities.com. Switching gears, 7:06 on this Wednesday. We made it halfway through the week, and it's going to be a pretty nice day today.
It is going to be fantastic today.
Yes.
Really, there's no bones about it. We are so excited for it.
Oh, yes.
Ash, we have wanted this for so long, and we are finally here. We finally got it.
Yeah, we are. Temperatures in the 60s today. I mean,
stop the madness.
Yeah, it's insanity. A lot of sunshine already here this morning. A lot of cloud cover, too. I think we're going to have cloud cover kind of mixed in throughout the day, but in the mid-60s, it's hard to complain either way. It's going to be a little gusty. It is windy this morning, so a lot of us in the upper 30s, lower 40s. It feels like the mid and lower 30s when you factor in those winds, but by the time you start to get really warm, that wind chill isn't much of a factor anymore because it's just too warm. The air temperature is, it's too moist as well, so that's just not going to be too much of a problem here today. We'll look at clouds kind of building in on and off, but for the most part, we'll see some sunshine and temperatures will peak in the mid-60s this afternoon. Just a gorgeous day today. Tonight, we're going to be back down to right around 50 with a chance for a few showers.
Not bad at all.
Look at that highlighter yellow and the hour by hour. Boy, it's been forever since I've seen that.
I know. Before you know it, we'll be into the reds. And
see, I'm not ready for that yet.
No.
I am.
Yeah.
We know.
Heat, give me all the heat.
Yeah.
It's cold nature.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it is. All right, Ash, thanks. Coming up, you can get some life advice from Oprah.
The time now is 7:08.
You're watching Fox 18 News at 7.
Fox 18 News is live at 7 with Redrick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. You're watching Fox 18 News at 7 in high definition.